We have in President Trump someone who has a unique ability to speak directly to the American people. And when the media gets it wrong, I promise you, President Trump will take his case straight to the American people to set the record straight.
When President Trump took to Twitter to set the record straight on what he meant when he said, "Look what's happening last night in Sweden," end of his quote at that rally Saturday, he started with a phrase that has taken on a whole new life since his election. Here it is. You see it over there in all caps. Fake news. The term is generally considered to be false stories made up to earn money via clicks or to send a specific ideological message. But lately, it's been an attack on the quote-unquote mainstream media that's left some people confused.
Don't be so overly dramatic about it, Chuck. You're saying it's a falsehood, and they're giving Sean Spicer, our press secretary, gave alternative facts to that. But the point remains.
Wait a minute. Alternative facts?
This exchange on Meet the Press with Trump counselor Kellyanne Conway and host Chuck Todd may have highlighted the term alternative facts, but fake news?
We have a fairly narrow definition, and it's not the kind of stuff you hear coming out of Washington. It's really, the Macedonian teenager who's making up quotes by famous people that they have never said. That kind of thing is what we consider to be real fake news.
I interviewed Dean Pomerleau, the organizer of the Fake News Challenge, via Skype in the CBS 42 newsroom tonight about the president's tweets on the news media as a whole. When you hear that debate and now the fake news being plopped in the middle, does that confuse the issue even more?
Yes, and I think that's part of the reason that it's happening is certain politicians have wanted to undermine the term fake news because it is often, skewed one way and in their favor to some degree.
The Fake News Challenge originally set out to find ways to ferret out what's fake and real on social media. Their challenge was for people in machine learning and artificial intelligence fields, the people who make self-driving cars, to help address fake news.
One of the challenges we found is it's not that easy to, as we were just discussing, distinguish real news from fake news. So we have actually stepped back a bit and instead of doing this real news versus fake news detection, we are actually building tools now to help fact checkers like PolitiFact or Snopes or news media people like yourself to be more effective and faster at finding out whether a story that's going viral is true or not.
That's a good tool to have when you consider this Pew Research Center survey from December 2016 that found 64% of Americans believed fake news is sowing confusion. Now, the Fake News Challenge to use artificial intelligence and machine learning to fight fake news runs until June 1st. They just started on February 1st. The top 3 winners will get a cash prize, and winners can still sign up. We have some information on our website for you to do that. Ironically, Dean Pomerleau told me that their Fake News Challenge hashtag on Twitter was hijacked by people calling news media fake. So his group no longer uses it.